Took a little sip, took a little sip.
What's up, what's happening, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Justice and I am a Londoner living in Thailand currently. So I put on my Insta story a while back now if you guys have any questions that I would be filming a Q&A to answer, questions about Thailand, questions about what I'm doing here, any kind of question you had to do with Thailand I was gonna answer. And I didn't realize I actually got quite a few questions, so we're just gonna get into it. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because this is where I post these kinds of things for you to ask me questions, and it's just a better way to keep up with what I'm doing in Thailand, things like that. So make sure you follow me. It's at j.mxl. It will be in the description and on the screen. Wow, there's actually so many questions. Thank you guys so much for sending me questions. I really appreciate it because I wouldn't have a video to film if y'all didn't have questions for me to answer. Let's get into it. What are some requirements to become a teacher in Thailand, and do you recommend? Depends on the school you teach at, depends on the agency you apply to if you go through an agency. But I would say the most common thing would be a degree in any subject. So for my agency personally, they just ask for a degree in any subject. My degree is not in teaching or in English. Some other requirements include being from I guess essentially a European country. I had a girl reach out to me from, I think she was from like Namibia or somewhere in Africa. Her English was perfect. It was probably better than mine. She was studying linguistics and I advised her to apply to my agency and they rejected her because she's from an African country, which is very much discrimination and I don't approve of at all. That's just a requirement that some agencies might have, so it really just depends. You kind of have to just do your own research. Do I recommend? I do recommend. Like, it's a cool experience. I didn't come to Thailand to become a teacher, I'm not gonna lie. I came here on a holiday and I had a friend who was a teacher and she said, you know, it's really cool, maybe you should just apply. So I applied so that I would have the opportunity to stay in Thailand for longer if I wanted to because of the visas and things like that. I would recommend. It's a good way to have a prolonged stay in Thailand. And obviously teaching the kids, they're crazy, it's really fun, it's not too much hassle, the lifestyle here is so easy and slow paced, but the money is not good. So if you're trying to save up and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend it. It is kind of living paycheck by paycheck, but the quality of life is so much better, so in that sense I'd recommend. How is it living alone in Thailand as a black girl? It's all right, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a bit of a loner anyway. I feel like I didn't have loads of friends in London and I don't have friends in Thailand, so there's not much that's changed for me, to be honest. I have like my small amount of like really good solid friends in London and I've got good solid friends here, and that's kind of, yeah, that's sufficient for me. The only thing that I kind of miss is just being around more black people. I like to be around black people. I feel like we can relate on just loads of different things, and of course you can relate with people who are not black. I'm not saying that at all. I love my people and there's nothing wrong with that. I love blackness, I love black culture, I love black food, I love black music, and I feel like typically here Thai people do really like black culture. I feel like they do like black music, they love black men. But that's a whole nother question. But it's not the same when you can connect with someone who is like, I don't know, you have the same culture, the same heritage. It's just a different type of connection, and I'm sure you can relate to that with wherever you come from. So that's the only thing I say I would miss being in London. Next question, what's your periods like on your travel with change of food and drink, etc.? This is an interesting question. I've always had pretty bad menstrual pains. I've always had like a really regular cycle, but just with really bad like symptoms, and that hasn't changed at all, to be honest. When I was back home, most months it would be really painful, and then once in a blue moon I would probably have no symptoms and no pain. Yeah, it's exactly the same. They're still painful, so yeah. Next question, best clubs in Bangkok. I have only been to 2 clubs in Bangkok. I'm not a huge club type of girl, but sometimes I want to shake a leg, all right? So the clubs that I've been to are Bathros and Sugar. They are basically in the same building. Sugar is much larger. They have a wider variety of music. So they'll do kind of mixes and mashups of like hip hop, maybe a little bit of like reggaeton. They might have a little bit of Afro beats. It's quite mixed. Bafros is straight Afro beats. Yeah, I personally wouldn't recommend. It's a lot smaller, but it is free entry. You have to pay to get into Sugar. You don't have to pay to get into Bafros. But I just feel like Afro beats for the entire night is too much. Like, you're doing too much. Throw something else in there. Throw in some dancehall or something, some reggaeton, something. I'm African, I can't do it. Where are you from and your nationality? By the way, that Jamaica solo vlog was the best ever. I loved it. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen my Jamaica solo vlog, I will link it up here. Check that out after this video. Where am I from? I'm from London. I grew up in Tottenham. My nationality is British. I think you mean ethnicity. I am Nigerian, Gambian, and English. How's dating out there? If you haven't watched my previous dating video, then go watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. I do have a date with a policeman though, a Thai policeman coming up, so yeah. Oh my god. Next question. Favorite Thai food? Ooh, that's so difficult. I love Thai food. Even before coming to Thailand, I would bang out Roses. I would bang out Busaba. Those are like the main Thai restaurants I would go to in London. So my favorite Thai food, I do love a pad Thai. I know that's a very basic answer. I do love a pad Thai. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few. Pad Thai, khao soi, which is like a kind of curry with chicken and noodles. It's so good. I love just any kind of curry with rice. So like Penang curry, green Thai curry, yellow curry, red curry. They're just so flavorful. And then like just noodles. I just love it all, mate. I love it all. I'm surprised I'm not obese at this point, to be honest. Next question. How would you describe the people of Thailand? I would describe the people of Thailand as calm. They're calm, they're cool, they're chill. I feel like they pretty much mind their business. Like they don't, I don't know, they're not intrusive people. I've only probably had like 1 or 2 experiences of like rudeness or like weirdness. One where like some woman was shouting at us to pay her for like a taxi ride. Don't know why, because we were gonna pay. And the other one, someone trying to take pictures of me on the train, like take selfies while I was sitting next to them on the train as if I couldn't see, which was weird. I don't know if he was Thai though, because he had a face mask and stuff on, but Thai people in general, I feel like they're really nice, they're really helpful, they're really happy, and like, I don't know, now I'm thinking about them, like my students and stuff, they're just, I don't know, they're just cute, they're cool people. Like I like Thai people, they're nice. I will say, I feel like the men are like quite shy and reserved, generally speaking. Sometimes we'll get like the odd taxi driver that's just trying to like stick it on us, like, you're beautiful, chat to me, like, how old are you? That will happen like once in a blue moon. And then the women, I feel like the women are generally cool, but when they are in relationships or like with a man who is like their love interest, I feel like they can be very like jealous and possessive of like their mans. I don't know why though, because it's like, I don't want your mans, like, have him, I don't want him, I actually don't want him. But yeah, they won't act any way towards me or like, you know, my other women. They'll act away towards their partner, so like they might grab on them a little harder, or like pull them away, or like, I don't know, get mad at them for looking or something. So yeah, that's something that I've noticed, but it's not all the time, it's just here and there. I mean, it happens. How would you describe Thailand generally? I feel like I've touched on this a little bit, but Thailand generally is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'm sitting at my window, there's greenery, there's plants, there's flowers, there's palm trees, like stunning, beautiful, better quality of life, more delicious, flavorful food. The weather is great, like 99.9% of the time. It's cheap to get around, it's cheap to eat, there's loads of islands that you can visit. It's great, man, it's lit, I'm not gonna lie. What made you move to Thailand? I kind of answered this already. I came for a holiday, but just kind of had things in place that would allow me to stay if I wanted to. That was it. I always wanted to come here. It's on like one of my vision boards. I have a video from like 2020, I think, and I have a picture of Thailand on my vision board. Yeah, I never knew that I would stay here for this long, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. Being out of London has allowed me to like focus more on what I want to do in terms of like my career, my content creation, YouTube. It's just given me like a different perspective and more motivation and inspiration to pursue my dreams, I guess. So yeah. How much did you have to save to go there? So like I said, I just came on a holiday. I didn't plan on staying here, moving here, living here. So I didn't save up an amount, but I'm someone that has always had savings. I don't really know how to answer that one. I've just always had savings because I'm just that kind of person. So yeah. Do you live there permanently now? I mean, I live here, but will I stay here forever? No. There's other places that I would like to live. There's other things that I would like to experience. One thing about Thailand that I couldn't stay here, but at least in Bangkok, it's super polluted. It's super polluted, and although you might not necessarily feel the effects of that on a day-to-day, like I have a background in healthcare and science, so I just know how bad that is for you, for your lungs. It's just giving emphysema, it's giving fibrosis. So no, I won't live here permanently. I want to live in Jamaica next, so stay tuned for that. Next question. What has been the biggest challenge since making the move to Thailand? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think, when have I just been like, F this, I'm going home? I don't think I have felt that way. I don't think I have felt that way. Probably just like the language barrier. But even that, like it's not that hard to navigate, like just Google Translate everything. Like, yeah, maybe the language barrier, or just little things like figuring out how to top up my phone, for example. You've got to go and put money on an account and text this number and then it gives you data. Like just little things like that, or knowing that you've got to have your passport to buy a SIM card. There hasn't been anything that has been like really major. And I will say that's probably down to the fact that my good friend had been living here before I came here, so she has a lot of experience with just the little things that I probably would have struggled way more with if she hadn't been there. So I don't think I've really had like a super crazy hard challenge, which I am very thankful for. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh my goodness, I have so many questions. You guys asked me so many questions. Okay, let's just do a quick fire, because wow, I didn't know I had this many. I appreciate you guys. All right, someone asked me who's driving the bike in the video. Probably just a video on my stories, and that's probably just the taxi driver. In Thailand, you have motorbike taxis, so yeah, that's probably just me going to school, going to work or something. No one exciting. Have you got a spare room? No. Not for you. Where to next? Where to next? I'm not gonna tell you, but stay tuned, because we're definitely gonna explore Asia a little bit more. How you find solo traveling? I like solo traveling a lot. It just means that you have the ultimate flexibility. You don't have to consider anyone else. You don't have to wait for no one. If your social battery has drained, like mine does very easily, you don't have to be in an awkward position. You can just go to bed. I will admit, like there's times that I do feel lonely, but I mean, I probably feel like that at home, so it's not like a big difference, to be honest. I definitely recommend like a solo trip to anyone, because it just makes you learn more about yourself. You come out of your comfort zone, you're just faced with things that you wouldn't normally be faced with. So yeah, I personally really enjoy solo traveling, but I wouldn't mind a babes to travel with. Okay, so slide in my DMs. Can you lips me anytime, anywhere, say the place, I'm there. I'm a rapper, wow. Where do you get your hair done in Thailand, please? I have only had my hair done in Thailand one time. Some chunky cornrows going back. My braids, my other hairstyles I do myself, but the place that I got my hair in the chunky braids, the Instagram is LOCIT.hairstyle. That is LOCIT.hairstyle. How was your Valentine's Day? please refer to earlier videos. What's it like moving to Bangkok? I feel like I've answered this question already. It's lit. Who is me? One of my students being nosy. Hi Alice. You shouldn't be watching this, okay? Should be age restricted. Face your book. Will you stay in Thailand forever? I've answered that. No, I won't. Why are you so beautiful though? Shout out to my mama. Do you have some recommendations where I should go in Krabi? In Krabi, I would say stay in Ao Nang. That's like the beach town of Krabi. Probably take a boat over to Railay. It's a little island. It's like a 15-minute boat ride on the longtail boat. And yeah, that's about it. There's not that much to do in Krabi. Is there good barbers for black men in BKK? I think you mean are there good barbers? But I don't actually go to barbers. I have hair, so I'm not too sure. My friend's boyfriend has a barber that he goes to, and yeah, his trims always look pretty good. So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really think I'm qualified to answer that question, not gonna lie. Okay, one more question, and oh, it's disappointing. May I take you to dinner? The answer is no, my friend. And yeah, those are all of the questions that you guys asked me. Hopefully I haven't missed any of your questions, but I will do this again at some point on my Instagram. So like I said, make sure you follow me there. I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.